Coming up next, we have the Wandsworth Sunday Roast. So stick around for that.
Join Elliot Stewart and his special guest. Be there with your ears. Okay, now, wow, I am very excited. So excited, I can't actually hide it. Sunday.
Yes, it is. I don't know why it is, but it isn't the opposite. We are here live right now with your ears, no other part of your anatomy. There's appeared to be, again, people stop interfering with me, Sara Mason. She's back. And we discovered that people do actually like listening to this show. So we do. Melissa Stanton here has a bottle of the cheapest, most expensive champagne that she's attempting to open with her bare hands. Oh my goodness, that was it. So we're being quite smug here and enjoying the fact that you, the brave individual listener, he's doing it. Sara Mason is still interfering with my neck. Leave it alone. There, look, have a chunk of my neck. There, you can play with it in a corner. That's fine. So while we enjoy what on earth we're doing here, put it away, madam. We're going to play some groovy music here, I hope. Let's see what happens when I press this button. The news is that we are Wandsworth Radio. Now, moving along here, we're going to introduce you to... She's doing it again. Leave it alone. Just because I'm successful doesn't mean you have to jump on me. Is that part of her life? So yes, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to what is essentially us being very smug, because we know you, human beings, maybe dogs, cats, maybe people of your imagination, even Drop Dead Fred is listening to us with his ears. Remember that film? It was really good or possibly awful. Now, person currently holding a flute of champagne, and next to that is some sort of oboe of champagne, and she's got some sort of drum kit of champagne. We've got lots of fun things to play for you later on. But first of all, you spilt some now as well. This is ridiculous.
That's never happened before.
The professionalism. But here is weather. Whether this is going to keep up. Whether we will be as popular as we think we are. Whether a huge depression will suddenly leap upon this country that Sara Mason was worried about. But don't worry. All the things that you think might happen aren't going to happen because of this piece of music. This piece of music will save the day, hopefully.
Mesdames, messieurs, nous vous invitons de rester votre derrière sur une chaise de votre choix. Caressez le chat, relaxez. Et maintenant, bienvenue au Rôti Dimanche de Wandsworth. Sadly, in English.
Thank you, Mr. Paul Harrison. That was him still doing his French thing there. Basically, we're embracing Europe, or possibly not. Who knows? I don't have any political leanings, and we're not allowed to have on this radio station. But we are being very continental and drinking very small amounts of alcohol here live. Honestly, we're not. If we're not allowed to do that, then we're not. We're just pretending. She's still fiddling with me. Honestly, my big hairy arms.
Lucky.
Yes, leave them alone.
So
Then.
lucky.
Yes, I am. Thank you very much.
Most
So
people would
I've
have
not
to pay
introduced.
for this.
Put them away. Thank you. Okay. Now we have here in the studio, for some reason, we have a numerous amount of human beings here. Yes, as you can hear, testing out their vocal cords of variousness. So should we introduce them all? So I think Melissa, who is currently, you were doing some sort of social media thing just then to spread the word of our coolness. Hello, how are you?
I'm all right, thank you.
I can see you're cool, and you're wearing a Superman T-shirt.
I am indeed. Yes.
Did you like? I'm not seeing
my dad.
Pardon?
This is in honour of my dad. It was the last birthday present I bought for him
my
before
goodness.
he died.
I was going to be
And
quippage. I won't now.
He never got the chance to wear it. So
Okay.
I wear it on Father's Day.
Yes, the Superman. Okay, that's cool. So, do you have an equally heartwarming tale that basically will make us go but also stop it being a comedy show, make it quite a sensitive moment?
About my dad.
You need to be closer to the microphone
my
for that
dad,
thing.
My dad's a wonderful man, but he
Yep.
has said some pearls of wisdom to me.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes he thinks he might be a doctor.
Okay.
Because he told me one day that I should have a baby, and that would mean I would stop having period pains. I can say that, can't I?
Well, I've said it now. I think we can say this in this modern day and age.
Gym, and I thought, Dad, for 9 months, thank you. That would be wonderful. But for after that,
Yes, who knows?
lifetime continues. But he's a wonderful human, my dad. He is. He's
Yes.
lovely.
Okay, that's good.
dad,
My
dear.
my dad said that he was very fond of Margaret Thatcher recently, so I'm not sure that he is human. But basically, over here we have Sara went like that as if she's some sort of cultural icon rather than scary lady of any particular political leanings, which of course she isn't. And next to you is Connor. Hello. He's not. People never gets quite as close to the microphone as I do, so you've got to project. Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Oh goodness, he's being rather sexy, isn't he? Oh look! Oh dear, half the.
Rather.
They're not listening to anything I'm saying. Say something else, Mr. Sexy Pants, and put some pants on for goodness sake.
If you play another record like that, I will find you.
Oh.
And I'll say thanks, man. That's really nice music.
Oh, thank you very much. I will find you, and I will realise your comedy is as good as your music taste. So I'm trying to do that character as well. Can you work out who we're meant to be imitating or irritating Sara Mason? Are we irritating you?
I can't work it out. I just wanted to talk about my dad on
Okay.
this marvellous Father's Day.
Yeah.
We used to be very close, but ever since he married a 25-year-old woman, when not quite as close.
Oh, those 25-year-old women. I don't know.
Basically, he's had her completely remodelled to his specifications.
Does she look a lot like you now? Is that a bit eerie and scary?
No, she looks really like a Barbie doll.
Oh, that's good.
More a
Okay.
case of pimp my bride.
We stop saying word. Can we say the word? We said pimp, short for pimple. That's what we're talking about.
Pimple,
Pimple,
yes.
yes.
And Daddy is a doctor, but stepmummy has got an injunction banning me from the house.
It's all go, isn't it? And to avoid things
I
getting...
wish that were a joke.
Yes, and to get things even less sexual, who's your daddy? We've just discovered who the daddy is. It's a game show, surely, from the 70s.
So, you crones, you have predicted my coming to power. I followed my desire for conquest and find myself here at your den. So, how would you have me now take on death?
Sorry, we did what now?
I think you've got us confused with someone else.
Don't fret, pet. It happens.
I know your countenance, you falsome leer and gross of bones encased in rags that ne'er seen soap nor sunlight.
It's a bit personal.
Again, not us, dear.
What was it that you did?
Slay the Lord, and by fate most foul did vanquish his line, and now naught doth stop but the top.
Doesn't sound very us.
Oh, hang on. Last Wednesday, you say? Are you MacDonald?
Beth,
That's a girl's name. I didn't advise you what to kill a lord, but I'd drop the Beth hun. It's not manly, unlike you. Is that all you?
Ooh, don't touch. I have dibs.
fleas would be a more likely companion upon your feckin' frame.
Who told you to bump off your lord? What did they say?
They didn't order his deadly departure from time in so many words.
Not kill the lord?
More hinting, if I must be true.
You see, we could have said something that he misinterpreted as kill. Like, finish the night and daily hour that has forever resigned. That sort of thing, you know.
You know, I do remember saying something like that to some beardy bloke on an horse-shaped creature. Well, an horse, actually. Not unlike what he's sat on right now.
Is that you? Is that the same horse?
A man without a horse is like two men with one horse and one man missing.
Careful you say that. Macbeth. Beth. Really? He might mishear it as kill two men dressed as an horse or dress two horses as a man and go shopping.
Mock me not, shriveled wenches. I have done the deed, and now I seek your words still. Should I not unfollow this fatal pattern further?
Ooh, hang on. Did I say something he overheard?
Like what?
To Hubba Rubber here.
What? Lords of mercy. What the? That'll be the end of it. Not telling you why. It's personal, darling.
A twin true to instructions dark and dire that could ne'er be. Those very words, and now the Lord lies beneath, and not upon earth, nor mercy unto his end.
Honestly, you.
What was you thinking?
Whoops. Typical me. Do you remember all that fuss we had when it told you that those bloody ghost stories? It's not as bad as all that, is it? Well, 50 to 70?
Alas, poor ratio.
But now, what of me?
Who knows who we bump off next if you're not careful?
Listen, dear, don't murder no one.
Then I shall follow all till all are none.
Good, I think.
I must needs buy a new sword for your call to mass slaughter of the population of the globe on which our feet do find their journey, end and start. TTFN, ladies. Fare thee well.
Hang on a minute. That is not what she said.
then I should do it more in case she did.
Oh, men!
They never listen.
We were so getting wrapped up into a particular Scotch sketch. We're on the Scotch now after the Macbeth sketch. Can we say Macbeth? We're not in a theatre, are we? We can say that because if you do it in a theatre, you're meant to sort of wander outside and turn round and swear.
3 times.
Yeah, hang on.
On the floor.
Yes, and here we go.
Turn around 3 times, spit on the floor,
And say,
swear, and knock on the door and wait to be invited back into.
That's
the room.
very elaborate because I know the thing about
That is rubbish, isn't
or
it?
whistling. You're not allowed to whistle backstage, are you? Because that's what they used to use for pulling ropes and things around and what have you. So talking of ropes, I'm going to rope in now a tenuous link to a sketch. Here's a sketch.
Seamless.
Now, ever since I had to queue for 2 hours to see Mary Poppins at the Hampstead Empire in 1986, I've always been rather unfond of movies based on real events. I mean, really, who wants to sit in the dark and be told what already happened in other people's lives and not have your belief suspended? Though I am being told, hang on, yeah, Mary Poppins was based on a book. Well, that's even worse. Who writes a book about dancing penguins, Dick Van Dyke, and a wooden leg named Fred, and passes it off as a biography? I'm just confused, basically. But I'm less confused than our guests coming up now, just in the studio now. And Sara, put it away. Leave me alone. So she's not the guest. She's not even in this sketch, but she's interfering anyway. Hanno, now get your hands off the knees of our film critic guest, Marvin Toilet. Hello, Marvin.
Right, now, first of all, let's get this out of the way.
Yeah, sorry about that. That's Sara Mason. Just move her out of the way there. I shouldn't leave her just there on the landing. She's coming here again. Leave her to work. Get off. And no, you're going to talk me through, Sara. Yes, good. She's gone now. Talk me through the latest releases, yeah?
Not so much talk as wade through them.
Oh dear, bad week?
Well, let's start with the least worst, and that's generous. Magnum Pie.
So you mean PI, surely? PI.
I see what you did there.
Yes. Yeah.
Now, Magnum Pie by Norwegian experimental filmmakers Jan's Millennium, part of his Freckles trilogy. And at 4 hours and 5 minutes, it's the shortest of his offers.
Oh, right. Okay. Is it bad?
Oh, I liked it. I realised I thought I'd sat in some popcorn, which turned out to be one of my piles.
Oh, right, and they were playing up bad. Okay, lovely. Well, let's not talk about that live on air. Well, we're trying to erase that from our memory, but here's our other guest from BBC's Cinema Rate, Date or Drop. It's Rinky Clawman.
Greetings! Oh, yeah, yay! Great to drop by. Looking sharp, is that new?
What?
Everything!
Is that a quote from Get Carter, or...?
Do you mean the original or the unappreciated, though worthy, remake?
Who cares? So, I went down to the exclusive red carpet premiere of some film or other.
She doesn't even know what it's called. I bet.
Well, no. It was called Some Film or Other, like made by the makers of Thingies in It.
Just be honest, you are not into film.
Who makes anything on film? It's all digital now, Grandad.
She probably thinks Battleship Potemkin is a Russian board game and Citizen Kane is a sitcom.
Okay, come on, play nicely, okay, guys? Right, fine, good, okay. Now, we're both here, all together here. You're here to give your opinion.
Yes, Elliot. One informed and the other wearing a dress.
Marvin, that's very sexist.
But aren't you wearing a dress?
You'll find it's a robe from the Seven Samurai from 1954.
Oh, Elliot, he's just jealous because he doesn't get invited to premieres.
I go to the Cannes Film Festival.
What's in Cannes? Beans or peas?
See, she doesn't even know that. A film critic should know that. And before you say something, you watch the blockbuster mainstream films as well as ours. It's the job. Not sitting around with your friends in a studio yakking about how fit the lead is in whatever they are in this week. You discuss mise-en-scène, plot structure, the use of montage, and even, at a pinch, whether it was good or not. It's an intellectual pursuit, not a blagger's paradise. Elliot, I could have been somebody. I feel like a Charlie. I could have been somebody instead of a critic, which is what I am. She probably doesn't even know what film I'm paraphrasing.
On the Waterfront, 1954, directed by Elia Kazan, the film focuses on union violence and corruption amongst the longshoremen while detailing widespread corruption, extortion and racketeering. On the waterfronts of Hoboken, American crime drama film with elements of film noir featuring Marlon Brando, but always an equally strong performance by Eva Marie Saint. Between you and me, I keep my cinematic aesthetic enthusiasm to myself. The casual viewers are more into the new Marvel than a John Walters retrospective. You get me?
So, sorry to interrupt. So, what did you think of Alvin and the Chipmunks 5, Let's Go Nuts?
Stank!
I loved it.
Hello.
Oh, hello, Sarah. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Now, if you guys have been listening into the show, I can't remember the last time we did do a Screamorama, The Horror of Wandsworth episode. But we did do it, and it was the end of season 1 big cliffhanger, wasn't it? You managed
That's
to...
correct. It was
Elvira.
about a month ago, at least.
Yeah, it was. So people who have been listening in, we had this running serial of Screamorama, The Horror of Wandsworth about Elvira, who runs a horror attraction in deepest, darkest Wandsworth. And basically, I think she was enamoured in love with her nearest rival, Stephen Terriman. And the last episode we saw that she finally eloped with him and disappeared into the darkness, abandoning her son, who now is in charge of Screamorama and doing the best he can. So we're just going to go over to there now, and we'll see how we get on with that. Screamorama, the Horror of Wandsworth, would like to warn guests they have 5 minutes to leave alive. Don't forget, for every child that survives the terror tunnel without crying, they get another chance to slide down there absolutely free. That is all. Yes. Yeah, you do hear me right. If it happens again, just press the button. Can you hear me through the... Hang on. Yes, look, once the button's pressed, a security force will arrive about an hour-ish and tell the members of the public not to do it again. Okay, Tony? Right, I'm not sure that this... Can you hear me, Tony? Yeah, okay, Tony. Yeah, now you've started the Jack the Ripper was a gorilla theory. Yeah, that was your fault, so get back in the monkey suit and back on the street. Yes, don't use real bananas. They're a slip hazard.
Ta-da!
Oh, hang on, Tony. My mum's just jumped out of a massive box.
Surprise!
Oh, not really. I could see the air holes.
I meet a lot of air holes in LA.
Look, well, you went to America without me.
LA, Lower Hampton,
Oh.
Surrey. Oh, I love the outdoor pool. Love their late night skinny dipping policy.
But do they... Wait a minute. Do they actually have one there at all? I mean, wait a minute. You just jumped in the pool without your swimming togs and then suggested it afterwards to go, everybody should do it au naturel.
Mais oui, bien sûr.
Okay, yes. Now, why did you come back, Mum? You said that this place was a hole.
This place is a hole, but you need holes to breathe. Nothing wrong with holes. They're deep and dark, like Idris Elba.
Can you really say that? You don't know him.
You don't know how I know him.
I don't want to know how well you know him. Well, it's good to see you, Mum, but you can't... Yes, lovely, yes, stop it. Look, you can't you see that business is booming since you went to paint the town red with Stephen Terriman? The Mega Scream 3000, actually that burnt down. Was that you?
How could you accuse your own mother? I don't know what to say.
No in court, but yes to me?
It was more Stephen's fault. You know, those fire drinks.
Flaming Drambuie, is that it? Yeah, Drambuie, yes.
Something like that.
Something like that, yes.
I was doing my party piece for him, Dance of a Half a Dozen Veils, to Toya, when I got to the end and whipped off my industrial canvas negligee. But Stephen, oh, so fit.
I don't need to hear that.
Well, he had a fit.
Oh.
He dropped his inhaler down by my décolletage and he spilt his pint.
A pint of flaming Drambuie. That's
Flaming right. You know that song,
no.
Disco Inferno?
Yeah.
Just take Sway the Disco and add what on earth Toya's music was. Before I know it, I'm carrying Stephen out through the smoke to the tune of It's a Mystery.
That's terrible.
Yes, I prefer Fire in the Mountains,
It's better.
which ironically wasn't playing as the Mega Scream bit the dust. Who says nothing happens on a Tuesday?
So you're back.
Yes, what about it? Oh, one thing.
I'm not listening.
But it's important.
Look, nothing you can say can surprise or inform me how to run this business.
Darling.
No. I'm sorry. You left me in the alert and you dropped me in it once too often and
I was trying to tell you about that gigantic hole in the office floor. Are you okay? Anything broken?
I'm not sure. I can't see enough of me yet. Ow. Oh, it's not meant to look like that, is it? Oh, my hernia. Wait.
Oh.
Hang on. There's a door down here. Okay, I'm opening it. I'm walking through it. For some reason, I'm narrating my own actions. In fact, I'm not. I'm coming straight back. There's something down here. Can you help me up?
Okay, I'll just reach down.
Just like that. Down. Oh, Mum. Ow, my head. We're both trapped down here now.
Hang on. Who's that down with us?
Where?
Oh, hello. It's you, isn't it? Long time no see. Well, it's dark, but I hope you're smiling because last time we met, you said if you ever saw me again, you'd kill me. And with no witnesses apart from my son, what could stop you now? I really shouldn't put my ideas in people's heads.
Tune in next week to find out what else is going to happen to Elvira, whether it's illegal in America or what on earth is going to happen in the next installment of Screamorama, the horror of Wandsworth.
It's agreed. The Legion of Fear and Bureau Drage will combine forces, and let's see the fancy club of heroes stop us now.
I was in deep thought then. What are they going to call themselves?
At last count, it was either the Super Force or my favorite.
Oh, yes.
Get this.
Yes.
Crime Stoppers.
Crime Stoppers? Wasn't that a TV show?
Yes, but I've not got the heart to tell them. Despite being a heartless fiend of carnage and chaos, I'm biding my time for the right moment. But a bunch of caped cretins.
So, what now?
Yes. Why not now?
No. What will be our first act of war against that is all that is goody-goody?
Not sure. Need some brain food to come up with something really bad. As in good. Well, bad. You know, not bad like groovy 70s, like, yes, bad as in good, but bad as in wicked. But wicked in the sense of good.
Oh, yes.
Oh, God, I can't think straight without grub. Let's go.
Okay. While you ponder what the hell that was, I will pop over to the corner shop. Sausage roll, or one of those not really that great pre-packed sandwiches, though there's a Subway, a bit more of a jog, if you don't mind waiting. Wait.
What? Have the cretinous heroes found our evil fortress? I told you we should have gone underground.
Like a womble?
No, I'm not that hungry. The fur sticks to the back of my throat.
No, I mean... just one moment, pass me that... Thank you. Because...
I had my heart set on
I know
something.
you did. I was in deep thought again. You had your heart set on that poodle parlour in Hampton. Tell me about it.
Well, it would have been ideal cover. It's always empty and no one goes there, but yet somehow it's still open.
Yes, it's almost too suspicious, isn't it? It's suspicious in the way that I, being evil, cannot tell you. Because it is not quite clearly a evil hideaway. I bet my solid metal face mask and deadly DMs that it is.
So, meanwhile, are we surrounded by Captain Does Great Stuff and the nothing in between us youthful boy wonder?
No, I just can't find my... That's right. I can't find my cards.
What? The printed ones? The business ones with the logo that was a bit on the nose? I like noses.
I know you like noses. No, the credit cards. Damn it, I'm sure I had them here somewhere.
Did you leave them by the door with the keys?
I'm thinking it through. Look, I went past the...
When you hit the Dimension Dancer with your venomous prongs, were those the trousers you were wearing? Check the pockets.
No, I was wearing the dark blue charcoal tights.
I put my valuables in a zipped pouch.
Well, good. I'll try looking there then, shall I? Fine. Wait a minute. Yes. Wait a minute. Didn't I give you my leather cloak with the laser studs?
Yes.
Well, could you look in there? There's a secret pocket under the snood flap.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Yes.
Keys.
Yes.
Receipts
Yes.
and a car.
Phew, seriously.
Honestly, you'd lose your own hand if it hadn't been replaced by a cybernetic death claw.
Disaster averted. Now, what did you decide upon?
Well, it's either steal a nuclear missile, old school, or kidnap a princess, very trad, I know.
Look, no, food.
Oh, just anything.
Look, I am not going all the way there to the shops, getting snacks only to return to our evil stronghold to discover that you don't eat chocolate and you prefer Diet Coke and you had a bit of a tummy trouble with a local samosa. And could I just get some crisps next time? What sort of a person would send their fiendish friend out to the shops with no instructions and expect them to know exactly what they want?
I am evil.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Sorry about that. So I'm off now, shall I?
Yes.
Good luck.
Make it quick.
I will. Is it a Diet Coke?
Oh, full fat, you fiend!
Yes!
We have 3 brave warriors. I need but 2 more to complete this brave 5-piece fellowship and return the sword of Antioch from deep within the labyrinth of inky Terrorlands to where it belongs. Here, in the heart of our tribe of truth. Come on, just 2. Fear not, you will be in glad and resistant company. An A-list of the most reliable, heroic, hardy soldiers of justice, and not one doubt amongst them all. We already have Kerex, Elviv, and the mighty...
Sorry, hang on. She's not free.
Who?
Kerex, she just left a message. She's not available at the minute.
But when? Why?
She's not sure. Sorry.
Alas. Well, never fear. We still have the strapping Elviv.
Sorry. Elviv just contacted me. She's just not in the right headspace. Not really. What she feels, it's that anything she feels she wants to do has a bit of a personal crisis, you know?
But it was all her idea.
Just not really her now. Maybe later, just not at the minute.
Well, never mind. That leaves but you, the mighty Quinn.
Uh-huh, cool. I think. What day is it?
We will rescue our world from the Darkland warriors from having its very soul sucked to the dregs and made a grey, crumbling state of grief and doom for eternity when the light falls westward and the...
Great. When?
Wednesday!
Can't really do Wednesdays.
But the land will perish and be dragged into shadow.
If it was any other time.
The time is now.
Just now isn't really good for me.
But all will be not good if someone doesn't stand up against the system of evil. It is very simple and very easy.
Maybe too simple and easy?
Oh, you know what? We all came this far, built our ambitions, our dreams, and this is the moment, the now, the beginning. Every journey starts with one step, and you don't want to make that leap, the brave jump, because you are not in the mood.
Hey, the others said no first.
Part of being brave is spotting the right time to just do it.
I will just do it. Just not right now. And those two too.
But this is it.
Maybe they'll be in another time, another it.
The time is now. If we, all of us, don't do it now, the whole of our world will not be worth all of the effort we've put ourselves through.
How can you be sure?
Because doubt didn't get me here. I didn't stand atop the fiery mountains of rock Narag and look my destiny square in the face and say, actually, you know what, I'll take the week off. We all do have to have a breather, sit one out, but not when there's so much at stake. Are you with me? Come, we've nothing to lose. If we will fail, if that happens, we are better battered for the fight to come, and those who did not find themselves by my side at such an easier climb will know themselves not worthy of such dreams, and will hold their fears aloft and say, never, they'll actually never say that they were master evermore, as if they were here with me today. Then nothing will bar their way to building a better world, free from, bad things. that happen. A lot. Remember that? There are words to live by there.
I didn't write it all down, but I get the drift. Okay, I'll contact them again, tell them most of what you said, who they think they are.
Exactly. Good. And you?
Still Wednesday?
Yes!
Sorry.
We love Wandsworth. We love Wandsworth. Wandsworth Radio.
It's quite nice, but you know what though? I am mad with you.
Why?
I dreamt we were in Barcelona, and you made a reservation at some faraway restaurant, not even someplace classy near Clapham Junction.
You're mad at me because of something I did in your dream?
Yes, I was real starving, and we had to take a tram to get to this restaurant.
That sounds like something you would do. I like to eat close by. You're the one who makes a reservation on the other side of town during rush hour.
Yes, but the walk from the tram station to the restaurant could be preemptively, well, it could burn off some calories.
But dream food doesn't have any calories.
Only if it's a good restaurant. The yummier the food, the more it's bad for you.
That's real food logic. In a dream, a Knickerbocker glory plus a large starter and truffles to follow would do the same damage as celery. Though we could be in Barcelona and you'd make a reservation in Portugal. That's what you would do.
I would not. That sounds like a nightmare. I thought it was a dream date.
And if I complained, you would say, I've been wanting to eat there. And I would say, then why didn't we stay in Portugal? And you would say, because the hotel I wanted to stay at is in Barcelona. And I would say, I don't want to schlep to Portugal at rush hour. And you would say, it's just one country over.
So, are you hungry now? Is that why you brought this up?
No, it's obviously just my subconscious is trying to tell me something or remind me what a fusspot you are.
You don't need to take dreams so literally. I once dreamed I ate 2 big marshmallows.
Yes, and you woke up and your pillows had gone. Oh, no, that might explain why I had teeth marks in my ass.
Yes, look, I don't need, I don't need to apologize.
For the teeth marks? Well, yes.
No, well, the restaurant dream fiasco, because I won't. Whatever action I did in your dream was my inner projection of me, not me. You made me do that, not me.
Well, I'm still mad at you.
To confront me in your dream and tell me off then. Yeah, you go and do that.
Oh, okay. How do I do that?
Well, don't ask me. Well, him. Because he'll know. Actually, deep down, you'll know, you know.
I need to dream first. Something to send me off.
Okay, in 1978, the Vardens invaded Gallifrey in a 6-party scenario of excitingness co-written by script editor Anthony Reid, and that should send you to sleep.
No, that is fascinating.
Really?
Yeah, did they reuse the sets from Deadly Assassin from 1976?
76, that's right. I didn't even know you were a fan.
No. I'm experimenting with sarcasm. It usually makes me go into a semi-conscious state.
Oh, great. Well, that's really useful. Right. You're in a deep mental void, slightly adjacent to your super ego and your spider ego and your bat ego. So do you see your dream version of me?
Yeah. Ooh, he's a strapping fellow.
And naturally. Now ask him what Portugal represents.
He says he doesn't know.
Well, ask him what he means by that.
Ah! He's turned into a large teddy bear holding a menu.
Now, is that him doing that or you doing that?
Who do I ask that question to?
I don't know.
He just said that.
Well, does he look very sorry?
He says he's a transgender lesbian, and he's thumbing through the starters with his massive, cute paws. But he's not going to have one unless anyone else does.
Okay, have you told him about the dream calories?
No, I'm not sure if the rules work if you're a giant transgender teddy bear.
Yes, there's no rules in the dream restaurants, particularly in Brighton. Okay, let's go elsewhere.
Okay, okay, but the nearest other dream restaurant is in another country. We'd have to take a tram.
Only because you say so on your train of thought. Look, just imagine that there isn't.
Actually, I have just imagined I'm with Brad Pitt at KFC. A lot easier, and he's got a hot zinger tower. I know what I mean, do you? I'm not mad with you anymore, as long as you don't make a meal about my sharing my barget bucket with him.
Well, as long as you use the handy webs afterwards.
Okay.
Yes, that was so emotional I couldn't find the right button to press. I got very taken by that particular song. I thought it was rather pleasant and jolly, and a lot of jolly things can happen in a nice scenario. And here's possibly the opposite.
Really funny. Really funny.
What do you mean? I'm funny.
You were just funny, you know, the story. It's funny, yeah? You're a funny lady, isn't she? Oh, yeah, quite the scream, yeah?
What do you mean? The way I talk? What?
It's just, you know, it's just funny. You know, the way you tell the story and spin a yarn. You knew.
Funny how? I mean, what's funny about it? I didn't know it's funny. Women don't usually get the chance. It's always something I wanted to do. So, I'm funny how exactly? Is it my hair? My shoes? I'm not doing it deliberately, so it's nice to know. Might prove useful, you know, to break the ice or be a guest on Loose Women, you know?
Tanya, dear. Henrietta, just tell Tanya how she's funny and then we can move on.
Whoa! Whoa there, Anne. She's a big girl. She knows what she said.
I was only, you know, trying to ease the tension. Let the love in.
Well, flip! Letting the love in. I think we all want to know how the flip am I funny to Henrietta here. What is so flipping funny about me? I am running on the edge of my flipping seat.
It is not a flipping seat. It tilts. It's a recliner.
Shut up, Hannah. You'll be reclining 6 foot under if you say one more word. Now, Henrietta, answer me, dear. Now, answer me. How am I funny?
Just, you know, you're funny.
You mean, no, let me understand this. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm a little tired, maybe. I'm funny how? I mean, I'm funny like a clown. I amuse you. I make you laugh. I'm here to amuse you. What do we mean by funny? Funny how? How am I funny? Do you know?
I don't know, just, you know, how you tell the story.
You were rather good at school, what?
Anna, you've had your warning. I don't know. You said it, Henny. How do I know? You said I'm funny. How am I funny? What on the earth is so funny about me? Tell me, what is funny?
Darling, I do believe you are teasing me.
You silly cow. I almost had her. Oh, you delicate little angel there. Anna, was she shaking? Was she crying?
I don't know, but I was a little.
Such fun. Now, drinkies, anyone?
Well, Tanya, you certainly know how to host a party.
What exactly do you mean by that, sweetie?
Okay, I'm ready now. Just, yeah, ready.
Well, have you hidden all the Star Wars stuff?
Why would I hide all the Star Wars stuff?
Tim is coming round.
Oh, Tim! Sorry, I forgot. Hang on. Is he still with Debs?
No, that's why.
I should be hiding all the Star Wars stuff.
Yes.
Okay. Did Debs really hate Star Wars then, or did she just really like it?
Oh, does it matter? No Jar Jar, no Jabba, just hide the stuff.
Just turn the stereo down. Okay, right. Hang on. Is there any other thing that's going to remind him of her?
David Bowie?
Oh, okay. I've got the Man Who Fell to Earth DVD. Should I just put it right at the back of the cupboard, just in case?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. How about food? I mean, did she eat food? Or do I need to hide all the food or the furniture? Or did they split up on a sofa that looked exactly like our sofa there?
No, though...
Though what?
Could you leave?
Oh, what did I say?
I've got an idea.
Yeah, look, oh yeah, of course. I'll get some takeaway. Hang on. How was she with Curry? Did she remind him of Curry, or was it the other way around? I mean, was he or her little call me warmy? Or, oh, hang on, what about Chinese?
No.
Well, was she racist?
She doesn't like Chinese.
The food or the people?
The people. Look, I need you to go.
I'm just having fun.
Well, it's Tim's night, and it's his time for fun after the breakup.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be that fun. You go hide upstairs.
Right.
You can go and watch anything on the laptop.
Okay.
Well, not anything,
Oh,
no.
right.
And meanwhile, I'll cheer Tim up.
How are you going to cheer Tim up?
Well, there's nothing worse than having been a couple and hanging out with a couple if you're no longer in a couple.
Oh, no, wait, I got a better idea, right? What if I treat you real bad, right? Yeah, okay, then he'll feel great about himself, that he's not me and he's not you in this bad relationship.
No, think.
Yeah?
All he'll see is a relationship he's not in, not even a good one. Well, how is it if if I'm with you and you treat me so bad? It's better if you stay upstairs.
Okay, well, how long?
Couple of 2, 3. You'll know.
What, hours? I mean, look, I don't know. No, wait a minute, I know what you're doing. No way!
Look, I won't be that. It'll just I'll just make him think I find him sexy.
Will that make him feel better?
Do you mind? I wouldn't go further than flirting. Much.
Much? Wait a minute, hang on. Isn't that how we started? I remember because you were low because you broke up with some bloke or other, and then I decided to call it a day with Claire, and then, well, after that we, and... wait a minute. I am not being either a bloke or a Claire.
Look, if it goes too far, I've set up a camera, got batteries in, and you can watch it afterwards when he's gone.
What? No, I do not. No, I don't believe you just...
Only kidding. The batteries are too low. Have to plug it into the mains.
Okay.
Tooting the lamp, fantasy, Hackney, Wandsworth Radio.
Now, as Sara Mason is over there, she's giving some world-worthy advice to all of us in this room now about how to deal with what is essentially the end of the weekend, the fag end of the week, the tail end of Sunday. Maybe catch up with those box sets, but at the moment we don't need that. We need some more spiritualism in our life, or possibly just some fast food, I don't know, something like that. But person who brings possibly the fast food equivalent of spirituality, which our critics have said this, but I'm not one of those people. I'm very pleased to say, I should have got my notes. So what's your name again, love?
It's Bintu.
Is it? What's Binti? Or your name is Binti?
I'm the Bintu, that's right. It's
Okay.
Binti silent D. Bintdy, Elliot. But
Yeah.
the D is silent, like the L in almond,
Exactly.
Silent.
So, would you recommend almonds as a means of, is that healthy food for the brain?
It's a nice little snack. It's
Yeah.
a little snackette. You can take it around in a Tupperware box.
I can see you've got one here today.
I
see
do
it,
indeed.
yeah.
I'll crack them open.
It's lovely. She's do that for
There
you
you
now.
go.
Thank you very
Have a
much.
nut.
What do I do with? I eat it.
You should eat it.
Do I
I mean,
just
you
focus
can
on
milk
it?
it.
Mm.
You can.
Yeah.
You can turn it. You can like juice it and turn it into almond milk. It's delicious.
Well, I might do that later. I just put it in that little
Yeah,
flute
you
there,
keep
not
that
the instrument.
there.
There you think. So you're here now. Quite lucky to get you because you're usually very, very busy. Because
That's
what have
right.
you been doing for the last week? Because we couldn't get you last week or the week before. So now we've got you. Where have you
That's right.
been?
I've been on a meditation retreat.
Yeah.
And a yoga, laughter yoga workshop retreat.
You say laughter.
That's right. I'm a guided meditation
Mm-hmm.
practitioner and laughter workshop expert too. That's
Yeah.
okay. Like laughter yoga workshop. That's what I do.
You don't sound sure, but you that
No,
is what
I
you do.
am. I'm so sorry. I'm slightly jaded. I've spent so long just being quiet, talking to people like it's new to me.
Okay,
It
that's
really
so being
is.
in an
It's
interview
fine.
situation is not something you're comfortable with. Well,
It's
thank you for
absolutely fine.
allowing us to penetrate your zones that you wouldn't normally do. So that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
know.
what I'm looking at now is your book. Your book
That's
came
right.
out. It's quite a heavy tome.
It is. It is.
Because there you go. I'm just going to put.
Thank you.
It's quite heavy there. there.
It is heavy.
It's a doorstopper of a book. I've not read it, but I have used it to reach other books on my shelf. So
Well, it can be used in so many different ways. If you need to grow in height, or just
Yeah.
need to grow your mind.
Exactly.
Really, it's about growing your mind.
It is
Hence
really
the
good.
title, Growing Your Mind.
Growing your mind. What I like about it, actually, most of all, is the fact that on the back of it isn't a picture of you. It's a mirror.
That's right.
That's really like what you've done
so
there.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely, because you can look into yourself.
Yeah.
You have to grow from within, really. You
Yeah.
know.
That's what the book is
it's
about.
so true. It is. It's about growing within yourself.
Because
you know.
apparently, I do hear that the sound of accordions. You can hear that in the background
I
there.
can hear
That's
that.
now that's Europe coming in slowly towards us. I mean,
Yes.
some people want to go in or out or shake it all about. I'm not
That's
sure.
true.
What's your attitude to Europe and spiritualism?
Well,
is that possible?
Well, as an Australian,
Yeah.
I do find myself somewhat on the precipice.
Yeah.
I do have heritage here in the UK, but I'd say, let's stay in, everybody. We're better together.
I think so.
I think so.
Yeah. I mean, I know, but basically, we one of these things of when you have an opinion, you have to have the opposite of an opinion to balance it out. So, have you ever been to Europe?
Well,
I mean, you're in
have
it
been
now.
I
but-
have indeed, and
Yeah.
of course now with Australia being in Eurovision.
I know. How did that come about? Has bits of Australia sort of broken away and slid into Europe? I mean, I don't
Maybe.
metaphorically.
Maybe they
Somehow
have.
you're in
I don't
Eurovision.
know. I think it's because we just love it. We love it so much. It makes us really happy.
Yeah.
Eurovision, we were pretty good. I'm not going to lie.
Where did you come? Like 8th or 7th? Better than
Came
England.
Second.
Really?
That's right.
Why?
We were
Yeah.
spectacular.
I think now one of your strongest critics has been Danny Minogue. To be honest,
That's
and I don't know
right.
whether this was to do with the fact that one of the first things you did was a parody of her when you were very young
That's
on a
right.
talent show,
That's
and it was one of these situations where she didn't take it very well. This is years ago. I'm not saying how old you are. This is
No,
years ago
I'm
now,
old.
and Danny basically hasn't got. Have you got any words for Danny to possibly calm her down?
I mean, I
Yeah.
just think, Danny,
Mm.
you take a look at the picture, of yourself on the back of the book. See if you can find the real you. The real you before you had all of the work done, Danny.
Okay.
That beautiful soul.
Yeah.
And I think it's a good thing for everybody to do this, by the way. When you're trying to find inner peace, you can take a moment, just breathe in and out.
In that order.
In and then out.
In and
That's
then out,
correct.
yeah.
That's
Like
lovely.
that.
So we can do it now, actually, a quick one. So if you breathe in,
Yeah. Okay.
and then out.
Oh, gee.
And
okay.
I know, don't berate yourself for
No,
not being
I
able to
don't-
hold your breath for as long as
I know some
can,
MPs
because
who like to do that sort of stuff, to be honest.
I'm
So
a
yeah, there you
breathing
go. Yes.
expert,
Oh, good. Well, thank you for coming along to the studio
very
now.
kind.
I mean, apparently the next show that you're going to be on, apparently you're going to be on the new Australian version of Bake Off.
That's
I-
right. It's called
Yeah.
Barbie Off.
Barbie Off.
That's
Barbie Off.
the
You're going to be
one.
on that. So good luck with
Thank you
that.
so
That's all right.
much.
Thank you for coming along to the
Thank you
studio.
so much for having me,
That was
Elliot.
really good. Thank you. Well, our first guest and possibly our last, but maybe we're going to have some after this very small piece of music. Maybe it's longer than we think. Wow, that was almost political. It was, so a bit naughty. We basically, Paul doesn't speak for everybody, but he speaks to anybody with a brain. Mr. Trump, hello, if you are the president in the future, we're from a different country, so it doesn't matter. We're mocking all the, we can't, I think we can.
You can say
Oh,
that,
we can. And now, what we can do is actually talk about not just our outer views, but our inner things. Connor, how are you feeling? You look a little bit pale there. You okay? A bit green around the gills? And
A bit green around the gills. No,
Yeah.
my gills are blue, if anything. No,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't
Little-
have gills. I'm not a lizard man fish.
Well, I meant metaphorically.
Oh, yeah. So
Yeah.
I thought you could see my gills. My gills were showing. Oh, my God.
Oh, sorry.
I
I
didn't
didn't mean to mention it. Sorry about that.
No, it's okay.
That's all right.
It's
Okay,
it's
moving
it's
on. Okay, so I was going to say, this is your moment now to just sort of share. We've got a few more minutes. Are you,
I have a secret I need to tell you.
yeah, there's sort of a growth coming out the side of your neck. Is that the thing I shouldn't be talking about?
That's the thing that you shouldn't be talking about. It gets
Oh.
bigger. It get, oh,
Oh.
God, if I lose my temper, you see, I didn't want this to happen today of all days. I'm on the. Oh,
Hi, Frandy. How are you?
Connor,
No,
was that
well,
you?
my
Was-
name's Frandy. I live in Connor's head, and whenever he loses his temper, I come out and I turn people into
Can anyone else see
marshmallows.
that? It's like a little lips coming out the side of his neck.
Yeah, I know. It's like you know the alien film, the film with aliens.
Yes.
It's like that. Except
Well, don't stop describing yourself, for goodness sake.
talk to
Well,
me like
Co-
that,
Connor,
Frandy.
hey, Elliot. Hey, how's it going?
badly, because I'm sort of talking to a thing on the side of you. Do you know that that's there?
What are you talking
The
about?
thing on the side of your neck with the lips and there, look,
My shoulder.
No, your lips are no. That's there. Not lipstick from Sara Mason. Up a bit.
He can't see me. He doesn't know I exist. Elliot.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
So what do I do now? Can he hear? Connor?
Hello?
Did you see? What was I doing just now?
You were gesticulating at me, but I didn't hear anything.
Okay, that's fine. So,
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Connor, just look at this Heat magazine.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
right,
Oh,
okay,
look at
fine.
that.
Okay, thing on Connor's neck. What the
Hi,
hell's
Sandy.
what the hell's going on?
Well, Connor never learned to deal with anger.
Okay.
Because he tried to be polite all the time, and when he loses
Yeah.
his temper, I get my power.
And that's fine, I can see that. But when you get your power, it's really bad of me to assume that because you're some sort of mutated thing coming out of somebody's neck, that you might be evil. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're calm and nice.
Evil.
You're not evil.
I'm not evil, friendly. I try my best to do what I have to do in life.
And people do. That's right. So who are you going to vote for in the? Are you from America? Are you?
No.
Where are you from?
No, I'm not voting.
Pardon? You're not voting.
I can't vote. I'm a tumor.
Well, I know, but if you do you say tumor?
I'm a tumor in his neck.
Yeah. So, but you are sentient though. You're having a chit chat.
Yeah, I think
so
so.
surely, if you're sentient, then you have a view, and you should be allowed to express that view.
I think so. I think
Yes.
the lady people had to fight for the vote.
Yeah.
And the man people always had to vote.
Yeah.
And people say that tumors in the neck can't have the vote. And I
They
think
should
that's-
make a stand. They should, you should do something. You should stick it out. Sorry, but you should just basically, make it known that you're, and you're not going to be evil. I mean, when you finally pop up or something, are you just going to be there? Are you coming out? Are you staying in?
I don't
It's like
know.
Europe, isn't it?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm not Brexit, but I don't know if I'm Remain either. I'm just a tumor. Don't ask me. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Well, while we're here, I mean, we could play a song for you, cheer you up. Would you any particular song that you're very fond of? We've got Perfect Day. Do you remember that compilation?
It's the perfect day.
That we could play that for you. Would that make you feel better?
Spend it with Elliot.
Okay, stop looking at me like that. Okay, Connor, just going to take your Heat
buddy.
magazine. It was an old
Yeah.
issue from the 90s. Quite fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, they were saying some stuff about people that I was like, wow,
I
where are they
know,
going
remember
with?
those guys. You remember Lenny Kravitz was in it and everything.
Lenny
Yeah.
Kravitz.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, I'm just going to say your thing on your neck. If you just turn your neck, can you see anything there?
Can I?
Just turn your neck. No, the other way. The other way.
Oh,
there's
yeah,
there's
yeah.
a little. You see little shades and the
Yeah,
hat
yeah.
and the clothes and little tie.
Yeah.
But he was talking to me just now.
Was he doing that again?
He's doing it again.
I'm
Yeah.
really so sorry.
It's
I wanted
okay,
to come
but-
on and talk about our comedy show, but instead my neck tumor was talking to you. Was
I mean, obviously he's controlled your anger. I mean, he really likes that Perfect Day that came out at the beginning.
He didn't try and sing it today.
A little bit.
Oh no.
Okay,
I'm
so
really sorry.
that won't make him angry if I play it, will it?
No, it'll make him very happy.
Okay, well, long as he's happy and you're happy, that's good. Okay, well, thank you very much for coming along.
Thank you.
And I can't believe I'm clapping a tumour. Okay, and here's a tune, not a tumour. And nobody can imitate whatever this instrument might be. Is it a saxophone? Or is it a noise being produced by Bono? I'm not sure. It's a multi-instrumental. Literally, he's an instrument. Here we go. That's Brett Anderson from Suede. We're going to go reap, 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 like Psycho. Reap! 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 More and more. You're... It's a live audition, ladies and gentlemen. Send him back in time so he isn't here, but he can make it better. They make more money out of this charitable single. Yes. Oh, such a perfect day. Yay! Well done, Connor. There we go. We were being spontaneous and everything like that. But we have just about enough time. He's sweating like crazy now. We have just enough time for a bit of what we used to call, if we've got enough time for it, it's time for a shameless plug. That's right, it's time for shameless plug. We've got moments left for the show to finish. I think about 4 minutes. So, Sara Mason, if you've got anything you need to shamelessly plug, now, do it now.
Oh, I want to shamelessly plug my show.
Now, I know what
my
it's called.
One-woman show.
Don't
Don't
call it-
worry.
yes.
It's just called Burt Lancaster
Yes.
And it's at the Museum of Comedy on the 17th of July, which is a Sunday at 7 p.m. It'll make you laugh, it'll make you surprised. It's all about growing up in Hollywood. Please come. It's my only London performance.
Wait, any other shameless plugs? I think Jo is leaping in there to say that she's got something to shamelessly plug as well. Go ahead, let's hear it then.
Yes, I have a shameless plug.
Yes.
So second Wednesday of every month at Blessings Bar in Spitalfield, Con and I run something called the King's Court of Comedy, where we have a wonderful mixture of guests, of stand-ups, of sketchy performers. We get to MC it and we have a joyous time. 8 o'clock, £5. So the next one is the 13th of July. Bring yourselves along and have a hoot.
Well, there you go. I think that's it. Oh, Sara, hang on. I have to go back to the accent again. What other thing have you got to shamelessly plug there, Sara? Hang on.
31st of July at the Lost Theatre is Comedy Crackers. I've got an absolutely stunning lineup of about 10 different comedians. There's a bit of comedy, a bit of singing, and it should be great fun. Starts at 7. I think tickets are just £5. Please.
Fantastic. £5 for 5 minutes of entertainment, stretched out for like 2 hours. Is it an hour and a half? How long does the show last?
An hour and a half with 10 comedians.
Oh, my goodness.
Not 5 minutes of comedy.
It's more than that, isn't it? That's fantastic. That's really good. So that's it. No more advertising. Stop selling out. That's it. No more. Leave it. Sorry, get off me. That's it. You can't sell anything anymore. Melissa, have you got anything to sell? Do you like your shoes or your hat? If you had a hat?
I'm going to shamelessly plug.
Oh, yes.
I'm going on a camping holiday to the Isle of Wight. Thank
So
you.
are you advertising the Isle of Wight or advertising the contents of your house to burglars, surely? I'm away putting this time. Help yourself for insurance purposes.
No,
I've never insured porpoises
I'm not telling
before.
you where I live. I'm not telling you when I'm going or when I'm coming back, but I'm going on a camping holiday.
Okay, that's good. So we now know that. So if you can make use of that information, good luck to that. So now next week we have lots of exciting guests. I think Melissa is back. And Sara Mason is back. And other people too, I'm not sure. But I want us all to say, I'm going to say thank you, Connor. Thank you, Jo. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you, Sara, for coming along and being brilliant in the show. Wow, that was really cool. That was really amazing. My coach has turned into a pumpkin. Sara Mason, will you stop blowing on my head? This is what she was doing. My head is inflated already. But there you go. That's it. So thank you for coming along to listen with your ears. Next week, yet more of this random stuff. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and objects of all sizes. We don't object to you. We just think we should all love you and be wonderful to you. But don't tell people what you're doing because they might get offended. But do be offended by as much things as you like. But remember that Europe isn't just a state of mind. It's everywhere. Or maybe it isn't. Who knows and who cares? But remember, first of all, that you are what you are and not something else unless you are. So thank you for tuning in to whatever hell that was at last minute. But peace and love. And please clap because I've run out of things to say. Thank you and good afternoon.